Okay, now we have to balance the chemical equations, and for balancing the chemical equations we have to make the number of atoms of each element on the left hand side equal to the number of atoms of each element on the right hand side, and for that we cannot change the molecular formula of the compound, and we can add only some numbers to the left of each reactant or product in order to balance the equation. We'll just see with the help of an example what this really means. So we'll just copy this from here, and we'll just write it over here. Okay, so this arrow also should come right. So now you see here we have two atoms of oxygen, but here there is only one atom of oxygen, that is not balanced. Now suppose if we write over here 2, then here we have two atoms of oxygen and here we have two atoms of oxygen. We already had two atoms of hydrogen, and here there were two atoms of hydrogen. So now it seems that this is balanced. Two atoms of hydrogen here, two atoms of hydrogen here, two atoms of oxygen here, and here also two atoms of oxygen. But 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 this is not allowed. Why? Because it violates rule number 1, which says that we cannot change the molecular formula of the compound. If we write 2 over here, we are changing the molecular formula. So this thing we cannot do because the molecular formula is getting changed. And why we should not change the molecular formula? Because this thing is not water, right? So what is to be done? We have to add some numbers to the left of each reactant or product wherever necessary. Each means not every, but wherever necessary we have to add numbers to the left of the reactants and products in order to balance the equation. So what do we do for that? Sorry, so we just copy this and paste over here. This arrow comes down. First I'll remove this. Now here I can put 2. If I put 2 over here, then the number of oxygen atoms, this 2 is applicable for the entire molecule. So this 2, writing this 2 makes the number of oxygen atoms in this molecule equal to 2. So now here there are 2 atoms of oxygen, and here also there are 2 atoms of oxygen. So oxygen becomes balanced. But the number of hydrogen atoms, here it becomes 4, but here there are only 2 atoms of hydrogen. So we have to balance now the number of hydrogen atoms on both sides of the equation. So in order to do that, we can write 2 over here. Now here also there are 4 atoms of hydrogen, and here also there are 4 atoms of hydrogen, and oxygen we had already balanced earlier. Here there are 2 atoms, and by writing this 2, we have made the number of atoms of oxygen here also equal to 2. So this equation is now balanced. Similarly, we can balance this equation also. Here also we can write 2. Here also we can write 2. That takes care of the number of oxygen atoms on both sides of the equation. But number of magnesium atoms, here it becomes 2, and here there is only 1 atom of magnesium. So to balance that, we can write 2 over here, and that makes this equation also fully balanced. So this is the manner in which we balance chemical equations. These examples were very simple, and you have to practice a lot in order to master this. In subsequent videos, we'll be dealing with more complicated equations. We'll take a short break, and then we'll go on to subsequent videos where we will see the other steps involved for balancing chemical equations.